Mukherjee, Honorable Union Minister of Finance, Dr. M. Veerappa Moily, Honorable Union Minister of Corporate Affairs, Shri Murugesh Medani, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Affairs Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri Lakshman Das, Chairman of CBDT, CMDs of public sector banks and insurance companies and other representatives of financial institutions, officials from the Government of Karnataka, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. It's a matter of greatest happiness and satisfaction to all of us in IFCI family, and my singular pride and honor as its representative to welcome a most distinguished array of guests and well-wishers to the precincts of Financial City promoted by the Government of Karnataka and being entrusted to IFCI for execution. Shri Pranab Mukherjee, Honorable Union Minister of Finance, has sustained the nation's faith in public life for 3 generations. His persona is far greater than the office he holds. On the other hand, this endeavor is too modest before the inspiration of which he has been and is the source. It is the best augury and blessing for Financial City at Bengaluru that it is having its foundation stone laid at the hands of Shri Mukherjee. I welcome him with humility and gratitude. Shri Murugesh R. Medani, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, took the trouble at every step to help us through with the processes, and to me exemplifies not only the entire body but perhaps also the spirit of this project. In welcoming him here, almost paradoxically, it feels like the author is being extended a welcome by his script. I welcome the representatives of our partnering banks and institutions with a request to forbear with us in meeting the challenges ahead in executing this project. Shri Raman, CMD, Canara Bank, Shri M. Narendra, CMD, Indian Overseas Bank, Shri Ajay Kumar, CMD, Corporation Bank, and the executive directors of Vijaya Bank, whom I have met, and Bank of Baroda perhaps, I welcome you. My own directors, Shri Shabbir Pasha and Shri Prakash P. Malaya, I welcome with warmth and respect. As chairman of IIDL, I welcome also my colleagues from IFCI who have always put the institution above self. And if I may use a lighter vein, today they are weekend above everything else in being with us. IFCI is the oldest development financial institution of the country, set up in 1948. Our journey has had its ups and downs. Today, IFCI is a non-banking finance company, or NBFC as they are called. NBFCs are very grudgingly accepted in the regulatory architecture of this country. For this reason, IFCI has itself been an aspirant for banking license for as long as I can remember, and certainly for the last 20 years. On the other hand, Banking Regulation Act permits NBFCs to undertake activities which sometimes banks are not allowed to do for reasons of conflict of interest. Development of infrastructure is one of them. IFCI set up IFCI Infrastructure Development Limited as its wholly owned subsidiary 5 years ago, with the aim to diversify from the risks which IFCI faces in its lending operations. But there were two other objectives. IIDL also helps achieve resolution of non-performing assets by unlocking the value in the real estate embedded in them. It has resolved assets worth 300 crores for IFCI and for some of the banks and financial institutions as well. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, IIDL is a special endeavor to introduce institutional play in infrastructure development. It is executing projects all over the country, from Guwahati in northeast to Ahmedabad in the west, from Delhi in the north to Kochi in the south. Finance City at Bengaluru is a kind and generous, but I would also say a just and fair recognition by the government of Karnataka to take up this urban infrastructure project through an institutional endeavor. This institutional endeavor adds a new dimension to public-private partnerships. With the laying of the foundation stone here today, I believe, and I would be unhappy if proven wrong, that of the 4 major projects approved by the government of Karnataka in the Global Investors Meet, this becomes the first project to reach the state of execution. It is being felt that adding a small residential component to this project would help in achieving speedier and more balanced all-round development of the area. We would, in this regard, perhaps be submitting a proposal for the consideration of the government of Karnataka, which, if they find suitable, can be taken up in the next Global Investors Meet, which is planned for the June of this year. I welcome once again all of you to the foundation stone laying ceremony of Financial City at Bengaluru. Thank you very much.